on. You sit down and have a cup of tea. I'll just go and make up your bed.
Well, young Miss Boyle. You know there's a curfew. You don't want some Fritz to shoot you dead, do you?
Sorry, sir.
Let's get you home. You had another fight with your mum, didn't you? Why don't I put in a good word? Mrs. Boyle, I've got a young lady out here who, I'm sorry. They don't seem to be at home.
What? Let me go in.
They're not at home. Let me take you to the station for a cup of tea.
What happened? Let me in.
Best you don't go in, miss. Cup of tea's best.
What did she do? What did she do? What did she do?
Oil. I've got a young lady out here who, they don't seem to be at home.
And Mum said, you don't have to worry about the train. No one's going on the train. Shut up, Sally. You're a big girl. Stop crying. Stubborn, her feet abide, and not in her house. Lies about me after school. A beaker, a thermostat, N7 triode. I think I can fix my lamp. Better chuck something in case I need to run.
Who did it? You! There!
Now is the time to dare and endure, right?
It's nice to talk. It's good to talk.
I just want them to stop screaming.
Hello. Let's have a look at you, shall we? You're in tip-top shape, aren't you? We're so pleased you survived the Garden District. Toodaloo.
Helen Quadrin of Orange Circle. Start a German joke. Answer, I'm looking over your shoulder.
Now I just need to replace all my chemicals. Stuart. I've got to talk to Stuart. Maybe he's got the chemicals I need squirreled away somewhere. Bottoms up. I've forgotten how bright joy is.
Well, if it isn't Sally Boyle. Himself is upstairs tinkering.
When will he be?
It's been weeks now. It's a device you left behind. Apparently, it's quite clever and complex.
I just came to buy some chemicals.
Over my cold, dead body.
Fiona.
It's not just borrowing my man while you were here. I could have got over that. It's the ambitions you put into him.
Fiona, I'm sorry.
He wants to be more than a village chemist. How's that, I says? Will you go to London to study to be a doctor? Will you take over Haworth Labs? She still wouldn't take you back, I says. But you sold him the stars. And now he can't barely see where he's going.
Maybe he liked me because I thought he could be more. You ever think of that?
Get out of here. Get out, you witch. And don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Well, she's mellowed. Fiona said Stuart's been working on my old pituitary extractor. Maybe I can get it back from him later, when she's not in the shop. Wait. Harry Cavendish. He still works for the labs, doesn't he? And he owes me a favour. I'll drop by his house.
You might want to see a doctor, ma'am.
Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Sally Boyle. I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
What happened to your eyes?
Oh, this little thing. Dr. Hughes miscalculated the brominating reaction, and it blew up in my face. Then he convinced Dr. Verloc it was my fault. So I got the sack.
That weasel.
Oh, you don't have to pretend you're interested in the tedious old lab. How's the glamorous life of an experimental chemist?
It's a bit blocked at the moment. Can't get mercury amalgam.
Did you know they vent gallons of it onto Rat Home? Oh, well, you wouldn't. You've moved on to greener pastures.
I'm sorry. I thought Anton knew what he was doing.
Oh, I don't blame you for leaving us all behind. When love fades, you have to move on. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out where to find some amalgam.
Maybe I will. But someone's got to prove it was Dr. Hughes' fault you lost your eyes.
You know, you're right. He could hurt someone else.
Is there any evidence that it was his fault?
You know, now that you mention it, his lab notes. He keeps them in his doctor bag. I bet they're all the evidence I need. Oh, you know what? I bet they'd also tell me how to extract the amalgam you need out of the stuff the lab is piping onto Rat Home.
I'll get you his lab notes.
Here's where he lives. Come back, and I'll tell you where to find the pump outlet.
Don't go anywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Well, you can't say Dr. Hughes doesn't have a keen sense of style. I'd better be particularly careful in there. If he knows I'm there, he'll get nasty fast.
You don't. Let's see if we can't. You've got no business here. Oh well, catch you next time. Who's there? What's that? What's going on? What? What's going? What's that? Who's there? What's that? What's going on? What's that?
Oh, baby, I wouldn't do this for anybody else. This must be the bag Harry wanted.
You really bring out the best in us.
Quite a sturdy bag. I wonder if Gwen would fit in here. She'd need to be able to breathe, some source of oxygen, and soundproofing in case she starts crying. I bet Lionel could make something like that.
I have your attention now. Let me find the dress up the crowd. Yes, you back in now.
You look well.
All right.
Come on out of there.
Come on out of there. Don't make me come find you.
Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Did you get Dr. Hughes's bag?
I've got it.
Aren't you Brillo? Well, here's the formula you'll need. You can get to Rathome via the maintenance tunnels. There's a code at the door. It's 1649.
I really am sorry about the accident. I thought Anton had a handle on things.
Well, now we know. Cheerio.
That's nasty. I'll need a few things before I go. I can get there from any hatch, now that I've got the code. Think I'll skip the scenic route this time. Oh God, my feet are killing me. Lovely weather. I half expect to see some horribly mutated Cheshire cat watching me from all these trees. Oh. Where do I get the keycard to this? Aha! I was sure Antoine had another lab, but he always said it was my imagination. A lab partner knows.
Please stand by for decontamination. You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
Testing Formula A317. Subject is a downer from the village. Retrieved from the Garden District September 12, 1964. Test negative for plague.
Think we don't matter, just because we can't take joy. That gives you the right to stop us with plague.
Calm down. This experiment has approval from Dr. Verloc himself.
What, Dr. Verloc? Tommy Kingsmill drank your fucking test tube and he was a bloody dead mushroom farm by dawn.
Everybody knows we have to do something. This is something. Look, just drink it down. There's a good girl.
Why don't you drink it? For science!
How did you get out of your... God!
Bottoms up!
God! No!
Your customer relations leave something to be just... What's this keycard doing here? I bet whoever left it was wearing a dress without... Either I've got the bloody weight of the world on my shoulders, or I need to drop a few things I'm carrying. And that's for ditching me for the posh girls in year 7. I suppose I just shoved my canteen. I feel like a mule carrying all this. Full canteen. I hope Harry's right about getting the mercury out. Right. Next ingredient, pituitary extract. Stuart Adams was tinkering with my old extractor, wasn't he? Maybe I can buy it back from him. Or borrow it.
Anyone take my little girls away.
How do you plan to manage that? You mustn't lie to them.
I'm not.
I said, how do you plan... Where shall we wander today? Mind the gap, please. Better chuck something in case I need to run. Either I've got the bloody weight of the world on my shoulders, or I need to drop a few things I'm carrying. I've got to learn to give up some possessions, or I'm not going to win a race with a garden snail.
You will take your joy immediately.
I could use a bit of money. And I bet Stuart wouldn't mind having a few Sally specials to sell. The old top
Morning.
shelf.
Sally! Oh, you never come by anymore.
Well, Fiona...
Oh, Cerberus. Aye. She's never understood me, Sally. Not like you do.
She mentioned, among other things, that you've improved my extractor. Have you still got my extractor?
I have. Oh, you're going to be very proud of me. It's much quicker now. Might even sting a little less.
You've improved it?
Would you like to test it out?
You sure Fiona won't murder you?
Oh, she barks, but she don't bite. Much.
I'll let you know how it works. Honey pituitary extract from someone.
What can I do for you today?
Come again soon. You never know when we'll have something new.
Who's been exposed to mustard gas? Mikey Forrester's clinic ought to have a patient or two like that. I'll send him a note on the blower.
You will take your joy immediately.
Let's see what Mikey has to say for himself. Someone's upstairs. How'd they get in? Well, General, Why didn't you let yourself in?
You didn't answer my knock.
I wasn't home.
Then you ought to lock the door. Oh, the memories always come back.
Oh, then you have such dreadful things to remember.
Be nice.
Let me make the bad memories go away.
What on earth is that?
Are you hallucinating? Rainbow has all sorts of crazy side effects.
It couldn't be a cat. Hasn't been a cat since the war.
You are going to love this one.
Couldn't be a baby.
Don't be silly. No one's had a baby in 15 years. Say, ah! Dance with me, Robert.
Shame I won't remember any of this.
You do come here to forget. Ow. Fuck in a bucket. General? Robert? Are you still here? Please don't still be here. He'll forget. He has to forget. No one can know about you, Gwen. Especially not the General. Found someone. Meet usual place. Oh, for heaven's sake, Mikey. You could have just written down the name and sent it up the blower.
Risking my job, you know. Patient records are supposed to be private.
I'm not going to hurt him. I promise.
I suppose I don't really want to know the truth.
Don't worry. No one will ever know. Arthur! Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
You lovely day for it, me, you idiot. It's me! Sally! I knew it was you. I mean, it's another you, the glasses, the hair. You're all dashing now. But the way you look around, all intense like that, I just knew that's Arthur. How the hell are you?
Sally? You look quite stylish.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm not even sure it's still in style.
Green and white checked. Your dress. That night you ran out the door and I never saw you again.
That horrible gingham dress. I had to grab something to put on, didn't I? Wait. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, you of little faith. I'd never turn you in. You wouldn't believe what I've got myself into.
I saw Percy. A picture of him. And I remembered the train.
Oh, shit.
I have to go find him. I promised I'd take care of him.
How are you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city. I've been living in the Garden District.
The Garden District?
Off the scraps of our former civilization.
God. I could help you. I do... know General Bing.
Oh, the General. You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
You still hate me.
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14 years...
We were 16!
How could you?
Because he took me in when my mum died. Because he was so generous. Because he said he loved me. I don't know. Some things just happen whether you want them to or not. We were so close. The two musketeers. Remember?
You know how we used to sit on the swings by the Crash V1? These days I spend a lot of time there, remembering.
Look, it's a horrible, terrible world out there, and no matter how clever and brave and fierce you are now, you'll need a letter of transit to get into the Emerald City.
I've missed you for 14 years. I think I can escape Wellington Wells without your help. And I definitely don't want any favours from your latest friend.
Arthur! Well, there's your answer, darling. Arthur hasn't forgotten you. Shit. Colonel Lawrence. Wasn't he the hero of Ramsgate? I mean, of course, he's been exposed to mustard gas. He was in the Great War. I do need his pituitary extract. I guess I'll have to pay him a visit.